Hey everybody, my name is Dr. Brad Glowacki. I want to welcome you to the Talk the Tick contest. I'm co-hosting this event with my good friend Dr. Jason Deitch, and the finals are going to be in Atlanta in April. Now this is an international competition, which means these video trainings are going to every campus that chooses to participate. The point of these videos is to really get you better as a communicator, which coincidentally is not something that just plagues students, it plagues our profession. A lot of people know the benefits of chiropractic inside the profession, but not many people in the general public know what we do. I would also tell you, as a communication teacher, and I speak on 5 continents every year to chiropractic groups, that what is missing from the active use of chiropractic and from what we know the benefits are is communication. Communication is the missing gap from people using chiropractic care to its fullest potential. I would also tell you that anytime you can define your practice or you define our profession, we are going to be in a much better position. If an outsider defines what we do, then we get really pigeonholed into some small, short explanations of a really expansive profession that works through the nervous system, removes the subluxations, and helps your body express itself at a full 100% potential. And what we're going to do in this Talk the Tick program is not just host a contest. We are now going to give you a series of training videos that will be worldwide on every campus, some basic fundamentals that will absolutely help you in practice. But maybe more importantly to you is it could help you win this contest. Now, some cool things we're working on is getting some big stage time for the winners of this contest. Places like Cairo, Europe, places like California Jam, also Life Vision, as well as Parker, Las Vegas. So the top 10 finalists will have some options and some really cool places to go and speak. And I should also mention DG down in Australia. So we've got some really cool things shaping up for the top 10 finalists. And obviously everybody who participates and becomes a better communicator, the winners are in your community. What I'd like to do at each one of these Talk the Tick trainings is have you do a breakout. Have you pair up and do a one-on-one training. It isn't going to be me talking at you, but giving you some guidelines, giving you fundamental communication strategies that will help you put more people in your practice when you're in practice. But that starts now. So today, what I'd like to do is kick you off with video number 1 and not just give you the ground rules of the Talk the Tick contest, but actually put you to work. So in a minute, what I'd like you to do is break out and do some timed exercises for just 5 minutes. You see, Talk the Tick, that's all you're going to get is 5 minutes. And in today's world, that may be all you get from a person as well is 5 minutes. So we're going to do everything as a timed exercise, everything as a chunked down, concise, get your message out there. And I want you to do it. Not sit back and listen to me passively. This is going to be an active training program, again, that's on every campus. And we've got some really cool prize money, as well as some stage time for the top 10 finalists that'll be coming out next year. So the first thing I'd like you to do is we're going to pair off with a partner. We're going to do 5 minutes with student A explaining something to student B, and then student B for 5 minutes explaining it back to A. So the whole breakout's 10 minutes, real easy math. But what I'd like you to do today is first explain in 5 minutes why it is that you became a chiropractor. What was it that was inspiring to you? What was your experience? Who was it in your family that had a miracle situation? Hey, maybe you just didn't get into dental school and you realize you've got to find your passion within this profession. It's good for that too. So we're going to keep it real. We're going to keep it raw on these trainings, and I want you to tap into your why. I want you to verbalize your why and start to express yourself as to why you became a chiropractor. What was the motivating factor? What was the aha moment? It's 5 minutes. So as we do these timed exercises, I would love it if we had a timekeeper, the president of this club, maybe a moderator, a faculty advisor, would start the stopwatch and let you know when you have 2 minutes left, when you have 1 minute left, and then we cut the time exactly at 5 minutes. Switch it up. Dr. B goes back to Dr. A, explain why you became a chiropractor, what your inspiration and passion was, and in 5 minutes we will close it up. At the end of that little 5 minute and 5 minute training session, I've got another short video here in week 1 to explain some of the things that are in front of us and coming up. But the idea is I want you to be a better communicator, which means you need to do it. We need to chunk it down in short sprints, and boom, I know you're going to go back to class after lunch. The finals are in April in Atlanta, and we've got some really cool things. So do that role play, do that breakout, why you became a chiropractor, And then what I'll do is come back with a couple minutes of some things we'll do to adjourn this first meeting. Cheers, everybody, and welcome to Talk the Tick. On behalf of Jason Deitch and myself, we want to say a heartfelt welcome. This profession needs better communicators, and everybody in this club is going to benefit from that. Okay, well, welcome back. After that role play, I think what's important is the fact that you need to start speaking to more people. So express yourself. Get your message out there to the people. And today, for the kickoff, we're not going to critique it too much. I just think getting in touch with your why is always easy. Simon Sinek wrote a great book called Start With Why. For a lot of chiropractors, this is something that you can always tap into. Go to the well for a source of strength. Why did you become a chiropractor? Because I'll be honest, school sucks. Right? There is no perfect campus. School is hard. You can always study more. There's quizzes, there's pop quizzes. You got tests and you got to worry about boards. I get it. School is a grind, but it is so worth it. It is awesome. And you can blame your school for your lack of success when you get out, or you can be an active participant now and realize school is there to get you a diploma. School is there to get you the foundation, the fundamentals. You are always going to need to invest in yourself. It's always going to be about self-improvement. Some schools may have an edge on other schools depending on your perspective. I think some schools are more vitalistic and given more philosophy with it. If you're not getting it, you got to go find it. If you don't feel like they're giving you communication skills, we want this to be a resource. I'm done talking about the negative. I want to focus on the positive, which is you need to be an active participant in your future, and you will be an active participant in your own success. So take ownership. Success rule number one, take full responsibility. As soon as you do that, we can do some great things. I would tell you that we have been told in this profession that it's a lot about context. It's a lot about awareness. And it's really not true. The reason why I wanted you to share your why and sit down with a classmate and express who you are and what got you into this is it's not about contacts. It's about connections. It's about connecting with people. And what you'll hear throughout this program and through this training and certainly into the finals is it's not about awareness. The internet's full of awareness. WebMD is full of awareness. I don't know if it's the best information, but plenty of awareness out there. Your job at these 5-minute talks is to get people out of awareness and into action. So for today, we're going to start with why. For today, I want you to focus on connections with people. I want you to understand your goal as a communicator is always to create an action step. It's always to get people to do something at the end. And we're going to encourage you to get them to make appointments. Get them to come into your practice. Because educating people and just making them aware of things really is falling short of the mark. And I want the next generation of students to be great communicators in practice. Now, I am an in-practice doc. I practice in Southern California. We have families, we have newborns. I have a number of professional athletes in hockey, in professional basketball. We've got American football, American baseball at the professional level, as well as Olympic athletes. The only reason I say that is not to impress you, but to impress upon you the reason I got the job at a very high level of integrity as well as a high level of influence is because of the way we communicate. So I am in practice and I know these things work. I'm also teaching on 5 continents to groups of chiropractors. So I'm coming from a really unique perspective. What's going to work in your office? And also I know that docs pay to come to our workshops for what we're going to give you here as a student complimentary. So we're committed to your success. Again, on behalf of Dr. Jason Deitch and I, Talk the Tick is something that's going to be an active role-playing. Get in there, get your hands dirty. You got to do it kind of an activity, not very passive, washed over. And on the next training, we're going to show you what the judging criteria is, how you should shape your talks, and again, consummately be producing your communication message for connections, not just for contacts. Think about moving people from awareness into an action step, which means we move them into your practice. Cheers, everybody. I'll see you next week on another training video. Again, I'm Dr. Brad Glowacki, and this is Talk the Tick.